Guys, today we're going to be doing example in chapter 12, number 12, of confidence intervals involving proportions. And let's click on that. And the formula turned out to be very simple. Well, the calculation would be very simple. But the concepts are a little more subtle and involve, I suggest we're looking at the videos that I made involving confidence intervals and the related, how confidence interval relates to hypothesis testing in particular. So we have 240 people were surveyed. 1/4, which is 60 out of 240, used the cell phones for email. So somebody wants to know, what about 30? Is that consistent with 31% or 0.31 use their cell phones for? So the idea is that we just took a sample of 240. There may be millions and millions and millions of people out there. If you took another sample of 240, instead of getting 25%, which is 60 out of 240, you might get 26% or 29% or 23%. Is 31% consistent with these numbers? So I recommend you go to StatCrunch, just here, stat, proportion stats, one sample with summary. We don't have the raw data. We have 60 out of 240, that's the 25%. We want a confidence interval, or P, the proportion, and you can leave the standard, just hit compute, and the answer is somewhere between 19.5% and probably, since it's 5% away from 20, probably 5% above 20, which is up 25, which is 30%, let's just say. And the upper limit is in fact 30.4%. Copy. Now, let's analyze this. 31% is outside this interval. What we're saying is, even though we got a sample average of 25%, the real answer, meaning the population value, could be anywhere between roughly 20% to 30%. But 31% just misses that. It's outside. So it's not really realistic to say the average of the population is 31% when we got an average of 25%. So it's above the upper limit. We can conclude that the population is less than 31. Because it's not going to, in other words, it is less than 31. It's not going to be 31. It'll probably be something like 25 ideally, but 23, 20, 21, 22, anywhere between 20 and 30 is the right answer. 31 is not consistent. And we did it. Okay. Hope you got that. But again, I recommend the videos that describe this in much more a deeper way. Let me stop sharing.